A special occasion
That's right.
today, seeing Turnstile. We'll talk about them a little bit later. I
Okay.
got for my album pick of the week.
Ooh.
So not the new album, but we'll get into that a little bit later about the concert, and
Absolutely. So, I'm actually seeing three concerts this week.
that's insane, dude.
Yeah, this is a you move, going to multiple
That
things.
that is true.
So tonight we got Turnstile. On Thursday, going to see a country band called Turnpike
Oh
Troubadours.
yeah.
And then on Sunday, I gotta mix it up. We got the hardcore, the country, and then on Sunday I'm going to the symphony. So
Yeah, dude, you get that's it's good though. Like if I was gonna do like something like that, I would rather like see like a multiple shows in a week. I'd
yeah,
rather it be, different genres, because at least like, the country and symphony are probably gonna be a lot more low key than, tonight. So like
yeah,
trying to go to like two shows like the one we're going to tonight, like in a single week, that can be hard, but
yeah. Well, and
it's possible.
other thing I'm kind of worried about. So the last week I've been dealing with a running injury,
Okay.
and so I basically like above my ankle on the inside, like it's really tight.
Okay.
So like it kind of hurts to walk a little bit.
No stage diving for you
Well,
tonight.
no way, no way.
You
Stage
stage diving?
diving.
Oh yeah.
If it happens, it
All
happens.
right.
But
You got to think though, like I don't know, like if you're gonna get injured stage diving, it's probably not gonna be to your leg. It's probably gonna be like, if someone drops you
yes,
or something. But with a show like this, where it's like notorious
yeah.
for something like that, I feel like you don't really have to. People know what to expect
I,
when they're up there. And
yeah. I also think it's like muscle related, not bone.
okay,
So I
yeah.
think like it's not that they've like I don't think I'm gonna make my
It
pulled
it
muscle
it just
worse.
it just might be a little tender or something.
Exactly. It's already tender, so we're
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna tear my ACL
And
jumping
no,
up this.
and I'll say this, at least for tonight, we'll probably have, a few brews and stuff like that. Maybe might
Yeah.
be a little buzz. So you're probably not gonna feel it tonight if you
No,
do.
no, Alex.
Yeah, but maybe when you wake up tomorrow, you might feel it a little bit. But
That's
so,
okay though.
so are you taking a break then from the running?
Yeah, I haven't been able to run this last week.
Okay,
Last week I only did 15-ish miles,
okay,
and then I did tennis.
yeah,
And then this week I haven't done any yet because I just haven't been able to. So hopefully next week we'll back end it.
yeah.
I'm worried, dude, because I'm at for the year. My goal was 1,000 miles, and I'm at like 860 for the year.
So that was like it's like what 20 miles a week then, right?
Just about a little over that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really hoping that I'm frustrated because I'm gonna be behind. This is gonna be like my worst month, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you just gotta, once you get back up to speed, just go a little bit harder, I guess. And
Which is what you should do after when you're recovering from injury,
yeah,
right?
well, no, you ramp it up, and then once you get back to
And
the
just start
peak,
nailing it.
yeah, that's what I'd say. I was dealing with something similar too with like weightlifting. I had like, and it like wasn't really affecting me in my day to day stuff. It was just like my hip was all messed up, and it wouldn't. The one thing that I guess during my day to day stuff that didn't help was just like I'm sitting in a chair all day for work.
Yeah.
So then when you sit, that just is like if your hip flexor is all messed up,
Mhm.
that doesn't make it any better. So I need to get like one of those like standing the hybrid desks at work where you can
Mhm.
either do like standing or sitting, because that definitely would have probably helped it if I was just able to stand the whole time. So, but I'm doing better from that. But
That's
yeah,
good.
I had to take a little bit of time off
Would
from that.
you just like fold it or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up one day
Oh, yeah.
and I just was like, damn, this thing really hurts.
See, that's what, with
I'm
mine.
getting old.
It was coming in. I was like, oh, I just have shin splints,
Mm.
and like you shouldn't do over the tops with shin splints, but they're not like serious.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was like, oh, it's just shin splints. So I just ran 8 miles one day, and it was fine during it. And as soon as I stopped, I was like, oh, I just cannot walk right
yeah.
now. So it's like, that's a bad
Del
choice.
delayed response.
Yeah.
So, so, well, I guess we can get into I don't know our usual kind of
Keep it
topics.
short because we got.
Yeah, let's um, yeah, we got the show. Got to get some food before,
Yeah.
so doors open in a few hours. So, but I guess like sports, NFL, um, my Browns somehow won. I don't know how they did.
Okay.
That was insane, but
You know what? Dude, I'm on board for the Browns, like having no offense,
but the
just
defense
being
is the best.
just having like the unbelievable godly defense.
Yeah, dude, and it's like it. If you look at the the statistics too. It is we're like ranked in the bottom of three offenses, and then the defense is top three. So it's just like complete. As long as the offense doesn't give the other team the ball at like the 20-yard line, like
Well, it doesn't
which they
matter.
did.
Which
They
they
did.
did.
They did that last. Well, I know. I mean, they did that last week,
Yeah.
and we lost by like it was like 40-20 because they just kept giving it to the other
Right.
team, and they only had to like go 20 yards to score. So
Yeah, I was surprised
yeah,
by that game.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a bet on last night's game.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Ravens Lions.
Ravens
Yeah,
Lions,
man,
and I picked 4 touchdown scores and won, so it was pretty sweet. I
that's
got
good.
you got like $200 from it.
Man, Derrick Henry keeps fumbling the ball too. I don't know what's going on with Derrick
Yeah,
Henry.
so this I saw as the thing that said this is the like I think it's the first time he's ever had multiple fumbles in the fourth quarter, like in
And
multiple games,
oh wow,
and we're game three. And it's
yeah,
like, well, okay. I don't think it's a him problem. I think it for if you look at last night's game with the Ravens, Lamar took 7 sacks.
yeah.
So when that's going on, that's like context for he's getting hit a lot and behind the
Yeah, and he
lines.
got he got like it got like punched last night. So it was like punched out from behind
Yeah.
too. So it was like they were able to get through the O line and come behind him while he was running, and he
Both
probably
times
wasn't
it's
expect.
been
Yeah,
punched out.
so and usually you only see that when it's like you break out a run for like 10-20 yards. When they're already at full sprint and
Mm.
like a defender is trying to catch up. You usually don't see that too much at the line of scrimmage, which it happened both times.
The thing is with Derrick Henry is he gets that speed early, and that's one of the things that makes him so good, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, that's what it is. Dude, I can't believe the Lions. I didn't think they were gonna win that game, but
no.
good for them.
Yeah, as the AFC North, or my team's in the AFC North, I wasn't too mad at it.
Fair.
But
Um,
it's not like it really will matter for my team too much, but it's just fun to see sometimes.
uh, other games that I thought was cool. I mean, obviously the Titans suck, but we're gonna fire our coach. Like
Well,
that's gonna happen.
yeah. Oh, I saw he gave up play calling to the QB coach, so that's already a sign for things to
There's
come.
there's a you know analyst I listen to and they talk about it and they're like usually when you have this situation and you want to like get rid of the coach you gotta have someone else in the staff that can like come in and take over.
Yeah.
Well, the next most experienced guy on the staff is his dad.
Yeah, no,
So
well, his dad before he came over to the Titans, he was the O line coach for the Browns, and he was like a magician. And now it's like maybe it's just his son is just that bad, where it's now even his dad looks terrible. I don't know, or his dad's just washed and just needs to like retire because
yeah, well
he's
the
been
Titans
around for a
defense
while.
hasn't been bad either.
Yeah,
So it really is. And Kim Ward looks good or looks decent,
yeah,
but
that's a bad situation too for him. That kind of reminds me of like what Baker went through when he was with the Browns.
mm,
Because when his rookie season, we still had Hugh Jackson, who was the guy that went the 2 seasons prior 1-31. Like he was the guy that was the head coach when we didn't win a single game one season, 0-16. And then he got fired early into his rookie season, and then they had a whole interim coach thing, and
yeah,
that set him back probably that sent him back like 2 years,
yeah, and
which sucks. It's not what you want for your, hopefully
your
franchise
number one pick.
quarterback. Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's a tough situation obviously for him. I do love there's all these clips of him like he's falling over and throwing the ball like that, which reminds me of last year's Titans quarterback. The only difference is that it's worked
Yeah,
with Cam
it
Ward.
doesn't it doesn't turn into like a meme,
Yeah,
like
well, it's hilarious because they're doing like basically the same stuff
mm,
except that Cam Ward is just a little better.
yeah,
So, yeah,
which is no surprise,
no, he's
yeah.
supposed to be better, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah. But you got to think, all right, maybe Will Levis wasn't so bad, maybe it wasn't all he's not great, but I don't think he also was, he wasn't benefiting from
no,
who
no,
was
absolutely
his
not.
coach. So,
Yeah. Oh
but
man, great stuff.
yeah.
We were just talking about our my beloved Columbus Crew. I'm
Mm,
gonna do a quick Google on the computer
yes.
here. So I'm gonna get
Yes.
real close to the camera.
Yeah, we discussion we had beforehand that we got to do some statistics on before a certain event and after a certain event.
Yeah. So basically, why we're concerned is the Crew are potentially not even gonna make the playoffs this year, which would be a huge disappointment for a team like them. clearly they've been one of the best teams in the MLS the last 2 seasons, and they were like that this year until about half of the season when they decided to go up to uh,
The factory,
the
factory
factory
of
of sadness,
sadness
which is fantastic
up
here.
in Cleveland.
I think that was
You
this
they
game.
play Miami. You play Miami, I think.
I
Yeah.
know that was Miami, but I don't know if that's the game in Miami that they
Oh,
destroyed us.
oh yeah.
It was around there though in the summer. So let's see. Uh,
Yeah, it definitely was earlier on in the.
It was this one. April. So basically, yeah, like leading up to that, I think we're like second place and Miami's third place.
Yeah.
Inter Miami beat us in Cleveland, which the fans are pissed about. And then we've got a couple wins after that. A tie, loss, tie,
Hmm.
loss. The heavy loss against Miami. They
Yeah,
beat us
five
again.
one. Mm.
And then and then we had a couple wins, and then we started to shake the team up because we needed a new striker. Like
Yep.
we've been missing our striker for a long time, and he comes in kind of the end of July, beginning of August, and just like he's since been scoring goals. Like he has a few in here, but
Yeah.
he comes in, dude, and it was rough. There was like 4 games in a row where we're just losing or are not
Uh,
winning games we should
you're right.
be winning. And like this 2 weeks ago or last week, sorry, we played Atlanta United and won 5-4. So like we have firepower on this team,
Yeah.
but Atlanta's the worst team in the league. And so they're putting 4 goals past us is crazy. You
Yeah.
know, it's like we just they broke down and it'd be a huge bummer if they miss out.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, it's like they could have. I don't know, and we're not. I don't know if we're like we're just recognizing that like after that game things kind of went to shit. So it
It's
did.
just a painful.
It's just a yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's like especially you start the year off so strong, and and then it just kind of falls apart from there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what is there a certain position group you would say has been
You know what?
struggling the most?
Uh, well, like I said, didn't have a striker until the halfway through the year, and then the guy comes in, and it took him some time to gel.
Okay.
But I will say one takeaway from this season, if we don't make the playoffs and
Hmm.
like we're done, is Max Arfston, who's our left wing back. He broke into the U.S. men's team this summer,
Hmm.
and he looks like he's probably the second best like in the world for us at that spot
Yeah.
in the U.S. The first guy would be Anthony Robinson, who plays for Fulham in the Premier League.
Okay.
So it's pretty significant.
Yeah.
And he looks good, and he has been scoring and assisting boatloads. He looks like one of the best playmakers on the crew right now. So
No,
uh,
that's a good sign though.
yeah, and that's a local guy we developed, right? So
Yeah. So maybe it's more of a thing, you go into the off season, you have that same striker, maybe add a few more
yeah,
pieces, and maybe hopefully, you know, maybe you maybe you don't make the playoffs this year, but you end the regular season off well and carry that momentum into next year and try to come back to where you guys were the season prior.
yeah.
Um,
The MLS is really hard to be very good in because as soon as you have a couple of years where you're one of the best teams in the league,
mhm.
the guys, if the star players are young, they're heading off to Europe,
Yeah.
and if they don't stay like very good for long in this league is the
Mhm.
problem, right? So usually you have stars that come in at the end of their careers and they only have a couple years left, which is on their legs,
Mhm.
or they're young guys and they shine, they get
Yeah,
out here.
yeah, the retention rate for those young stars is I imagine is very low, which is kind of annoying, like especially when you're watching a team and you watch your, favorite young player develop into someone great and you just kind of have to accept like, oh, I'm going to see that player leave. And I guess transitioning to another league, it is kind of similar to the MLB with because there's a huge disparity in the
Mm,
MLB because you have these teams like the Dodgers and the Mets and the Yankees who can spend over $300 million, for their roster, and you have teams like I'm a fan of the Guardians who only pay around like 100 million.
right.
So that's a huge difference. So when you get these young players like and that they develop in their system and show great promise, and then eventually when it comes time to pay them, you can't really compete with those other teams that can pay them a lot more than your owner can really afford because
Yeah.
you're not in a big market. So and there's no salary
Dude,
cap or
that
anything or salary floor. So it's just like, well, goodbye. Like
yeah.
thanks for contributing a little bit, and then you see them go win World Series with other teams. It stinks. I
No.
don't think it'll ever change too, which is because the players don't want it to change
No,
because
obviously.
that means they're not going to get paid as much. So it's like,
I mean, it's different than MLS with the money restraints, right? Because they do have salary cap. Not only that, they have like really tight, dumb salary cap where you can have three guys pay them whatever, and then you have the rest team you have to pay within a certain amount.
right. So you get your like 3 stars, and then the rest is a strict budget.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's frustrating,
Yes.
right? But I mean, you're seeing this weird stuff with no salary cap thing in Europe where the top leagues are England, Spain, Germany, right, Italy.
Hmm.
They all have salary caps,
Yeah.
or they have not salary caps, but they have spending amounts, so the team total can't spend too much every year,
Yep.
right? Um, Whereas the another league that's trying to take over is the Saudi league, right?
Oh yeah.
And they are spending willy nilly in
That's insane.
like insane salaries for players that are like a guy will make like 6 mil a year in England and then get signed to go play in Saudi and get like 100 mil.
Yeah. What's they're doing this because don't this isn't that the Live Golf
Same idea.
that's I think they're funded by the
Yeah.
Saudis too. So it's like, yeah, they're kind of doing the same thing with the PGA and the Live, and so you get some of your best players in there like, oh, I'm gonna go get paid more money. I'm gonna go,
Dude, yeah.
oh, play over there.
Did you see
So,
that Tom Brady is gonna play and
oh, the flag football thing,
yeah,
right?
that's there too.
Dude, he's in a really weird. It's a really weird situation with him being a commentator,
Mm.
an owner, part-time owner of or whatever percent owner of the Raiders he is. It's like it's just a weird situation.
I mean, I keep seeing people complain about
I'm not too mad. It's just like a weird.
yeah.
Like I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the greatest, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he's the greatest ever. So
Yeah,
I would say he's allowed to do something like that, right?
I'll be honest though, and maybe it takes a few years. He's not really the most
You like
like
him?
as a commentator.
I think there's a lot worse.
There's a lot worse, but he's also not the greatest. I guess he's like I'd say he's average, which I guess is okay. But it's like when I hear Tom Brady, I'm like, oh man, like, and like I said, he is new to it, so
That's
you could get a little bit
dude. I'll
better.
put get like a smaller, a game the Titans are playing in, for example,
Yep.
like a less watched game, and you hear some of the commentary, and you're like, these guys suck.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes I'll just put a game on mute, and I'm just like,
same. I'll do the quad box,
yeah, yeah.
like we're not listening to this audio because these guys are no
These
good.
guys suck.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. But oh, I'm going to so you're going to Turnpike Troubadours on
Mhm.
Thursday. On tomorrow and maybe Thursday, I'll have to see. I'll be back, up in Cleveland area. Might be going to see the Guardians play
Okay.
because they're on a huge playoff push right now. They're about to hopefully make the largest playoff or division comeback in
Mhm.
MLB history against the Detroit Tigers.
This is after their gambler guy.
Yes, this was. So
Wow.
they went through all of that, and now they were down 15 and a half games in the AL Central, and now they have a series with the Detroit Tigers, who, is a game ahead of them right
Mm.
now. So 3-game series. So it looks like they'll make the wild card, hopefully. But I'm like, I want to beat these guys. I
Are they
want to,
rivals of the?
well, I guess you could say, like, I don't know. It's like we're in the same division as them, so I'm like, I usually will say other teams in the division are rivals, but it's starting to become more of a rivalry
Okay.
because we knocked them out of the playoffs last year, and then now we're trying to knock them out of the division winner.
Like the wild card.
Yeah, they could still make the wild card if we knock them out.
Okay.
Because we do have a wild card spot right now, so if the playoffs started today, we'd make it. But you don't get. It's definitely better to have that division um win the division instead because you get like home field advantage and you could get a bye depending on what your record is. So these next three games and they're all at home too, so it's going to be like a playoff series. And they won like they just got off like the Guardian just got off like 11 game win streak and have won like 18 of their last 20 games. So
Oh hell yeah.
yeah, they've been it. I don't know how they're really doing it, but it's the power of friendship. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it'll be a busy week for
Their
both of
players
us.
decided, wait, what if we gambled on us to win?
Because
Yeah.
our pitchers were gambling against the team
Yeah.
pretty much. Like,
Like, wait a second.
wait,
I can I can bet that I'm gonna strike the guy out. That's
yeah,
I didn't know that. And
it's
that
like,
changed
oh, we
everything.
don't have these guys. We don't have these guys betting against us. Maybe we'll can be an actual like good team now. But yeah, so in that situation, they still haven't given us any information on like if they're guilty or like what's going on with
Oh,
that. So
I forget
that's
who it was.
crazy, man.
I think it was in the Rams game this last week. These two guys bet on their chain, one of their chain, so they were playing against each other.
Hmm.
Oh, I can't remember who it was. I think it's one of the Rams like linebackers,
Okay.
and basically he like had a bet to for the other guy's chain, and so like he wore the chain in, and the other guy wore it out, and it's like damn, but
That's crazy.
yeah,
That
uh,
betting's allowed though.
yeah, that is allowed.
It's allowed. I'll allow that one.
You know, insane because I think it's like $1 million chain, right? They shouldn't. I mean, I mean,
I wouldn't be playing with that, man. I'm
whatever. They can do whatever they
Yeah,
want.
that's right. That's like
Um,
pennies to them, so
anyway, let's talk some music.
sure. Yeah, so we got the Turnstile concert tonight. So for album of the week for that,
Okay.
um I picked not we've talked about the album they released this year and I like some songs of it. Some songs I was kind of like, I don't know. I could see what they were going for, but didn't really like hit for me as much as some of the other songs on the album. But the one album that got me into Turnstile, and I still love and I still listen to till this day is awesome for working out, and anything, even
Mhm.
just playing in the car too. It's a fun album. Is their prior album Glow On, released in 2021. Yeah, this album pretty much like blew them up. After they put out this album, they're getting their songs in like Taco Bell commercials, and
Yeah.
now they're in like I don't know if it's like Under Armour or like Nike or they're in a few other their songs are in a few other commercials now. So it's like they're definitely the most them and that Knocked Loose band are definitely the two most well known that have kind of like broken out of the
Mhm.
like hardcore kind of scene. Um, so it's cool to see both of them like totally two different sounds, like two different sides of the coin. Um, but yeah, really cool to see, especially, Turnstile get as big as they've been getting. And
Yeah.
yeah, I love this album. Seen some of the songs like Blackout, Mystery. They actually have a few of the songs on there are with one of the openers, Blood Orange. He's on
Mhm.
there, and those are a little bit more. The one is a little bit more of a low key. I think I'll say compare this album to the newer one. I think they did a lot better job on this one, fusing in the like softer,
Mhm.
sounds into the harder stuff,
Yeah.
like I feel like they did a little bit better job at that, which is a hard thing to do. So, I'm not gonna say they're gonna achieve that on every album, but
Yeah, I won't lie though, and like there's time and place for that kind of sound, but
mm-hmm.
it's not really what I like.
Yeah.
When I listen either of those albums, I'm skipping
Mm-hmm.
the synth, a little comes in. I'm like
Well,
skip.
I'll say this, dude, that apparently Speed is gonna be there too today as
Oh yeah,
opener, and all their songs, they're
yeah.
all
No,
like,
they're
like
only one mode, right?
yeah,
Like
only one more. Dude, they're gonna bring out the flute today too,
oh yeah.
because I've seen them. They opened for when I saw Knocked Loose do their tour, their headliner tour. They opened for them, and I walk in. I was a little bit late to the show, and he's playing his flute and stuff. I'm just like, this is
There,
This is sweet.
some flute metal.
Yes, I love it. Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
Lizzo metal, you know.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's like what I'm seeing on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Just a little less metal.
Yeah, right, right. A little more flute.
um, dude, yeah, no, I'm very excited. I think it'll be a fun show.
Yeah.
Let's do this. What we can make a little bet, right? What do you think they're gonna open with? What do you think they'll close with?
Oh, I think they might actually, because I feel like bands usually will open. They sometimes don't open up with the song from the newest album. Usually, it doesn't. It's
Mhm.
not always. I think it might be TLC,
Oh,
Turnstile Love.
TLC.
I know they always play that song.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling they'll open with that ending. Ooh, I don't know what they'd end with.
See,
Or
okay.
maybe they end with TLC.
I can see the mini with
I'll
TLC.
say they end with TLC. I
Now,
don't know what
I was
open though.
listening to them a little bit today, and I mean, the song that off this last album that I think blew up the biggest, may have been Birds,
Birds, yeah.
and the intro to Birds is like a very long, like kind of crackly
Yeah.
build up, and I could see that coming on, and then they come out and go hard.
Yeah. I could see them doing the I'm not a huge fan of the intro song, Never Enough. I think it's
But
just
yeah,
okay.
that could be open air
I
too.
could see them doing
No
opening.
way that's the
Do
close.
you want to say okay, so I'll go Never Enough. You
Okay,
gonna go Birds
I'll
for
go
the
Birds.
intro, and then I'm gonna say they're gonna end with TLC.
Okay, oh, that's a really good and
We can say the same one too. It doesn't have to be, different.
you know um what's the other one? Is it Blackout?
Blackout, yeah,
Black.
blackout. Na,
I
na,
could
na,
see
na,
that one in it
na,
too.
na, na. Yeah, I could
Well,
see that
I
too.
mean, maybe it's more of a middle, but I could see
Yeah.
them coming back out like and doing some.
There's some songs I'm like, all right, I know they'll play these ones, from
Yeah,
like both those. And there's some I have to definitely dig into their some of their older stuff. Like I've heard
right.
some of their older songs before. I've never seen them live before. It is gonna be our both of our first time seeing them live. But and I've heard some of their older songs, and their older songs are definitely more the hardcore,
Yeah.
style, and then they kind of change their sound a little bit to kind of fuse more
You know, dude,
genres together.
the Instagram comments or whatever, the online stuff about Turnstile,
Hmm.
there's a lot of positivity. A lot of people like them, but then there's a lot of like, they're not hardcore
Yeah, the
anymore.
hardcore enthusiasts, which yes, you have to. There is a certain sound, but it also is more of a community thing.
Yeah.
It's like they came out of
Yeah.
that scene, so it's like there'll always be that scene kind of thing. And they don't. It's not like they're like, oh, like screw hardcore.
Yeah.
It's like we're not that. Like they don't claim that. They're. I
I think
think
that stuff is silly, but it's
if you're like stage diving off your like
yeah, and
like have an open state like
that's
that.
their shtick too. It's
Yeah,
like
it's like come on.
yeah,
And they're like throwing free concerts and stuff.
yeah, it's
Yeah, like
awesome.
that's like all like what it's all about. So yeah, so it should be a good show. I guess before we get into like maybe like movies or film or TV
Sure.
shows, I'll say one band I'm gonna throw out here that I just found out about this past week, and they just released their first album. This band called Scorpion Milk. They're
Okay.
it's like kind of like a super group band. Like
Okay.
it's got someone from Viagra Boys in there.
The
It's got
Viagra
the
Boys.
bassist of from Converge, one of my favorite bands. Got like a never listened to Killing Joke before, but it's got some people from them. So a lot of different bands are kind of a mesh of different bands. And it was not the sound I was expecting. It was
Mhm.
like kind of like a like post punky like kind of 80s rock, but like
Like Viagra Boys.
but like kind of goth a little bit,
Okay.
gothy a little bit. It's really good. I was like kind of blown away. I'm like, wow, this is like just kind of someone like was talking about it on Twitter. I was just like, all right, I'll listen to it, and it was just
Oh yeah.
it's sweet. I don't know. It's like I think it's like 10 songs or something like that, and pretty much all of them are really good. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely need to.
Check that out.
Yeah, I'm like Scorpion Milk. That's a and the name of the album is Slime of the Times. I love that. I don't
Yeah, that's sweet. I'll
but
throw out two.
yeah.
Another album that drops on Thursday
Yeah.
is the new Geese album.
Yes, Killing Time, or
Yeah, yeah.
is it Killing Time? Is that the name of it?
Uh, something like that.
Something Killing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's and every single I've heard off of it is awesome,
Hmm.
and so
They're all kind of different too, you
I
know.
saw some clips of them playing all the new songs in London
Okay.
from their night, and yeah, I was like, okay, all of these sound really cool, and
Were some of them ones not released as singles yet?
yeah,
Ooh, okay,
yeah,
okay. There's a Bob in my car.
yeah, that song is
Dude,
crazy.
I was saying like I should just like roll up to a intersection, just
Yeah,
put that full volume and just see like what people just
dude,
like
even the
imagine you're
one, it's like you want me to pay my taxes?
yeah, oh
It's-
that's my favorite of the
yeah,
three. Yeah. It was like you gotta nail me.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm excited for it, man. They're I don't know,
dude,
I
I
just love their
honestly,
whole vibe.
I liked their last album a lot, like the
Yeah, yeah, the 3D
3D Cowboy,
yeah or country or
3D Country,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, 'cause Cowboy News is one of those,
Yep, yep.
but
That's where we got the name of the pod too,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Great band. That album's great. I really think this new one is like a huge step up. It's like
Yeah.
a very like it sounds so much fuller. Like the other one sounded full, but this is like
Yeah.
it's a huge increase in their ability.
The album cover is insane. It's like a someone playing a trumpet, but they got a like a revolver in their
Yeah,
hand too, and it's like pointing at you.
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, or getting killed. Is that what it's
Getting
called? It
killed.
might
I
be
think that is, I think
it's
it
getting
is.
killed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. And not killing time. But yeah, no, I'm that's Thursday, not Friday.
I
You
think
said.
it's maybe Thursday night. I don't
I
know.
kind of like
It's
when
on two
bands.
days
I
in a
like
week.
I like a band will drop it on the Tuesday instead of a Friday.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't have to wait 3 days. Um, yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll have to see that. We'll have to see them live too when they.
Oh,
Well,
absolutely.
we've already seen them live, but
But
like
it's different.
headliner, we got to see them at a headliner, because like they were just
Yeah.
they're opening for King Giz, which was still cool, but we gotta catch a full set.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm throwing out. Here's my film of the week. I'm double dipping a little bit,
All
and
right.
I'll explain why. And that's because we're getting into spooky season, and I haven't been watching a ton of movies lately, but I did just rewatch this,
Okay.
and I feel like it's time that everyone else did too, and that would be Nosferatu.
Oh yeah,
We did a whole pod on it, but I think it's
that's
time
a
it
great
comes
movie,
back.
man.
Only from last year. Dude, rewatch it first time since then.
Hmm.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
So fucking good. Just a great movie.
yeah. I definitely need to give it a rewatch because I don't think I've I don't think I gave it. I don't think I watched it again since
I'll throw out
since
two.
we saw it in theaters.
I'm pretty sure you can get there's like a not that big of a difference, but there's a few extra scenes if you watch it now
Okay, cool.
than there was when we watched it in person. So kind of fun. It's just more scenes of Lily Rose Depp just losing her bad mind.
And she was great in that. I
Yeah.
thought she got robbed of a. She didn't even get nominated, right?
No.
She didn't get nominated.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Okay, but obviously, I don't think we talked about it in the pod, but real quick, we can mention that
Mhm.
she and Aaron Taylor Johnson
Yeah.
are starring in Robert Eggers' next film,
Okay. I
Werewolf.
don't think I knew that.
Yeah, so Werewolf is going to star them and you know who?
Bear.
No,
Oh, it's Willem Dafoe, of
Willem
course.
Dafoe, of course, is going to
Of
be.
course, it's Willem Dafoe.
But it's like, oh, cool. He's just bringing back his crew again,
Is is she gonna be the werewolf? Is Lily
I
Rose the?
I bet that it's going to be Aaron Taylor
Well,
Johnson. He already looks like he's
that is true.
werewolf.
Maybe both of them will be
Ooh.
werewolves. A werewolf couple.
That'd be sweet. And we just have Willem Dafoe going, "I'm going to hunt you down," like that.
He's the werewolf hunter. Yeah. No, that's gonna be sweet. I love he just keeps doing these like different,
Yeah,
period
gothic,
pieces, but like folklore kind of
yeah.
period piece
I know we talked about it
stories. Yeah.
before, but the craziest. I mean, that guy's a nut job, and in terms of how dedicated he is to his craft, because there's this crazy interview I saw with a set designer,
Hmm.
and they were like, "Yeah, so we were designing the stitching for Northman."
Yeah.
And he comes in, he looks at the shirt, and he goes, "Well, that kind of stitching wasn't used until the next century, so we need to use this." And he like showed them the stitching, and it's like his attention to detail with that stuff is just crazy, right?
Yeah.
No other director is doing that.
No. Yeah, and that's what I really love too about the Nosferatu. I love the clothing, and
Yeah,
that I was like, I feel like I'm here.
yeah.
I've never been here before, of course, but I just feel like I'm here. So yeah, I'm sure that's gonna be a banger as well. I would be very surprised
They
if
all
it's
pretty much. So
so he's got the vampire, he's got the werewolf. He's got like
Which
Witch. What's next in the like kind of spooky?
well, I think he's already announced two movies, right? So the werewolf movie is coming next, and then I'm thinking they said he was gonna do, but it's like another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
The same idea.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just fantastic. This has been a very Frankenstein year though for spookiness coming
Yeah.
up. I will mention right now, um, the trailer for the Maggie Gyllenhaal The Bride movie
Right.
looks so cool. Have you seen it?
I've not seen that.
It's
I've seen the other one.
so it's yeah, you've seen the Guillermo del Toro.
Yep.
The Guillermo del Toro movie looks good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but the Maggie Gyllenhaal is The Bride, and it's got I mean, both of them have phenomenal casts, but this is like, what if Frankenstein? It's told from his wife's perspective. It's like,
Right.
what if they were Bonnie and Clyde? And it's like, well, that's
Yeah,
weird.
I love it. I'm
Yeah.
for that.
And it's Christian Bale
Okay.
is Frankie.
I do like too that it's the two Frankenstein films aren't like carbon copies like
Oh,
the stories. They're
yeah.
like one feels like more of like kind of the origin,
Yeah.
like base story, and then the other is kind of a a different spin
What's
on
her
it.
name in the Guillermo del Toro?
No, isn't what's his name? Is it Oscar?
It's Oscar
Oscar
Isaac,
Isaac's in
yeah,
there.
and the tall guy Jacob Elordi,
Yeah.
and then the girl is Mia Goth,
Mm.
the actress.
Yeah.
Which
I like that. I like
apparently she's doing two characters.
two.
You know, I love a. I mean, we've been getting so many of these like these dual casted
Yeah.
movies lately. So
Showing off their
now
action shots.
he's gonna be in Star Wars, which you got a picture of.
Yeah, she's having an interesting because she was in all those like kind of
Those horrible Ty West movies.
I like the one. The others
like
the third one was kind of bad.
Pearl.
Pearl was interesting. I don't know if I liked it, but I thought
that's her one, right? That's the one that
she's in, and then there was that third, the Maxine,
Oh right.
that not good.
I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
I'm a Ty West hater
Yeah.
for this. It's well established.
Right, right. Which yeah, she's having an interesting trajectory because she's in those, and she's been in some other horror movies as well. And then Frankenstein is kind of that's not a far departure.
It's up her alley for sure.
Yeah, but then going to Star Wars, like, oh my, yeah, that's a.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know how she's gonna do, but I'm
seen
interested at least.
she looks like in that, but we got the picture of Ryan Gosling
Mm.
that's like showing off what he's wearing in the movie, and
he's in all these space. He's gonna be Spaceman. He's gonna be.
oh yeah,
He's gonna be in the Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary. He was in the First Man.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong, right? So I mean, that movie's so good. That's Damien Chazelle.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I'll try to think if I saw that or not.
Dude, talk about a guy that's everything he makes is bangers, just like Robert Eggers.
Mhm.
Yeah. La La Land, Whiplash.
Oh, yeah.
And Babylon. It's like okay.
Yeah, I gotta see what he's doing next.
Yeah. I think that's our whole pod. We gotta go get some snacks, and then
Yep.
gotta go.
Fuel up. Yeah, our necks are gonna be hurting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us for
Yes.
some Gravity Blues.
Yep. Yeah, we'll talk with you guys next week over some Baldur's Gate 3.
Back to the Baldur's Gate.
Back to the
We gotta
Baldur's Gate.
kill some
And
more
then
goblins.
yes, yeah, and hopefully not just get instantly destroyed like this
Hey.
last one.
Amazingly, we didn't lose our save. Though.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.